along with Stan Van Gundy and Hall of Famer Grant Hill. I'm Brian Anderson. Allie LaForce will be with us courtside. It'll be the Heat off the tip. Here's Young. Puts up a three. And out of bounds. Denver will have it. If you like slow-paced basketball, you've come to the wrong place. These teams love to run.
Oh, they love to run. I mean, these teams score a great deal of transition baskets. They want to use their speed, their quickness, and attack the defense before it gets set.
Now here's Young. Gets the three to fall.
Well, you know this is coming with Young on the court. He's always looking for his next three.
And it's Jimmy Butler with the foul. That's his first foul.
And just wasn't able to set up in time.
And here's Doncic outside. Fires in the triple.
And look at Luka now getting aggressive at the arc. He was eager to answer that last three.
There's the three. Young can't hit. And here's Denver. And Michael Malone's late father, Brendan. An assistant under you in Orlando, Stan. What a fantastic coaching family, the Malones.
Certainly is. Michael's one of the best in the game, and his father, Brendan, was a mentor not only to Michael, but to many of us in coaching. And he embodied the saying that he had forgotten more basketball than most of us would ever know. That's just a great pass. Excellent vision to see the open spot in the defense and lead him to the score.
You got to really hit Butler if you want to stop him. I mean, he's tough as nails and enjoys fighting through contact.
To the paint. And Doncic with the jam.
What? Wait. Hey, dunks are always for the big boys.
Emphatic move by the point guard.
Well, in this league, you can see powerful plays from anyone and anywhere. Your position no longer dictates your scoring options.
Defense dodged the bullet that time. Total breakdown.
Abdul-Jabbar's shot is good.
Well, you can't start the game much better than this. 4 of 5 from the field.
There's a screen. Pass to Randall. It's McDaniels on the wing. Knocks down the long J.
Well, look, you want to put your guys in a position to succeed. McDaniels is more comfortable operating off the catch than he is initiating.
Now here's Porzingis. Looking at his numbers, putting up 8 points a game. And that one drops.
And obviously their goal right now is to feed him the ball and get him going.
Yeah, it's a good start for him. Let's see if they can keep getting him the ball in that area.
Here's Garnett. He's averaging just around 8.5 points a game. And out of bounds, the Nuggets will take it. Now let's send it over to Allie LaForce, who was able to talk with Michael Malone.
I asked him about Jimmy Butler and what his defensive scheme is for him, and Coach said to not let him bully us from the interior and mid-range. We want to push him as far out as possible. We have to play tough. Let's see if they're able to accomplish this, guys.
Great work, Allie. Thanks. You think of guys who play greater than their stats. Butler has got to be on that list, Coach.
Yeah, Brian, the competitive nature of Jimmy Butler is the stuff of legend. Sure, sometimes it can make it tough in certain locker rooms, but coaches love his passion for winning.
Feels like a guy that's built for the playoffs.
Absolutely.
Here's Black. Pass to Brown. Just 5 on the clock. No good on the triple. A minute 39 left to play in the first. And it's Randall with the jam.
Yeah, Randall's so powerful on the take. Really tough for a defender to get in front.
To the middle. Here's Porzingis. Here's Black. And he was camped in the lane there. He gets a 3-second call. The Heat with the lead. Down low. Deflects the pass. Here's the break. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair.
And you can't let Doncic get this type of positioning because then you're pretty much forced to foul him.
And your first NBA coaching job was with the Miami Heat, Stan. That was as an assistant back in the 90s, just a few years ago.
Yeah, just a few, Brian. And the Heat have changed a lot. The game has changed a lot over those years. Look, back then, the Heat were probably the most physical team in the NBA, and it was just knockdown, drag-out fights all the time.
B.A., the one-hand dunk just looks so fluid.
Yeah, absolutely. Even smooth when he's powering it home like that.
That's a nice setup by Young. He reads the floor so well.
And it's Doncic on the drive. Westbrook outside. They set the pick. And he'll draw the foul. He'll head to the line for two. It's his first trip to the line. That free throw, no good.
Taking 2 shots.
And he's good on the second. And the Heat unveiling the statue of Dwayne Wade, Stan, the face of the franchise forever.
Yeah, Brian, you think of what he meant to this organization, propelling it to its very first championship and then attracting other stars to Miami. He is truly the foundation.
They have no answer defensively inside.
And another miss by Denver. Young looking for an opening. Three-pointer. It's hauled in by the Nuggets. Gets it off. Oh, and the release was before the buzzer, but it's off target. And so both teams trading buckets as we end the first quarter.
17.
And some good action in the books as we get back to a game that's been pretty close so far here. And guys, what's your take on Miami so far?
Well, they've used the fast break well to score easy points and keep the defense unsettled.
Yeah, they've dictated the pace to this point, looking to run at every opportunity.
To the inside. And finished off by Hunter.
They keep capturing the lead, then giving it back. We'll see if they can hold on to it this time.
Well, this is why the fans are here. Each team trading blows, increasing the entertainment value.
And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
Here's a great quote from Coach Eric Spoelstra, who said, "The Miami Heat culture is a system based on discipline and hard work. We stand for something. That's competition. That's winning. We feel that there's a championship DNA that you can develop." And Brian, they walk the walk.
One of the great organizations in the league, Allie. And the three-pointer goes. Prince has gotten himself going with a triple, his first basket of the game. And so the ball out of bounds. Jaquez touched it last. And about a minute gone in the second quarter. Doncic with it. Guarded now by Jaquez. And it's out of bounds. Still Denver's ball.
He was all over that pass. That's a cautionary tale.
Yeah, and you know they're tracking the tips and deflections because that tells you who's affecting the game.
I just love the aggressive finish.
I'm thinking he's sending a strong message with that jam. Brent, we're starting to see more players throwing alley-oops to themselves off the backboard. Did you ever do that?
In practice, maybe, but although I had some leaping ability early on, I never had the audacity to do it in a real game.
Well, Stan, perhaps the best home court advantage in the league is right here in Denver, a mile above sea level.
And Brian, they don't let you forget it. Everywhere you go, you see signs, 5,280. Sometimes they even have it on their uniform, on the court, on signs in the locker room. They want you to know that you're at elevation and it's going to be difficult.
Fatigue is always a factor in Denver. Wagner outside. Wagner with a screen. Here's Black. Banked it in off the glass. Black's gotten his first basket of the night.
Credit their discipline. They've been working for high percentage shots.
Pass to Prince. Takes a three. Rebound by the Nuggets. They'll be playing host to New Orleans for their next one. And that'll wrap up what has been a 5-game homestand for them. And it's in there. One team gains momentum, then the other storms back.
Hey, if this is any indication of how the game is going to go, we're in for a treat.
Reed can't hit.
And just terrible defense. I don't know how he missed that shot.
And here's Porzingis. Prince grabs the miss. Here we go, one-on-one. Here's Billups. That falls. Nice assist by Russell. Billups has got his first 2 points.
And this is exactly how Russell does solid assist numbers. I mean, just great delivery on that play.
Here's Wagner. Oh, there's a killer two-hand slam.
Well, if you're going to let him get that close to the rim, that's what's going to happen. Leaving no room for error with the slam.
Reed can't hit.
Surprising to see him miss here, but they'll be happy with that shot in most possessions.
Intercepted. Outside Jaquez. Outside Reed. Back to Jaquez. It's stolen by Doncic. Fast break. Here come the Nuggets. Oh, it's Porzingis with the jam.
Remember, it was the steal of Luka igniting the break.
Here's Russell. Always a nice way to start. Makes his first one.
If you give him any sort of space, he's going to attack.
And there's the foul. It's on D'Angelo Russell. That's his first foul.
First team foul.
And a little under 3.5 minutes elapsed here in the second quarter. Hunter. 2 shots, 2 makes. Off to a good start.
Man, that's now 10 straight points in the paint. I'm not sure what's happened to their defense, man.
Pass to Reed. Outside Russell. And then Russell with the dunk.
Well, good recognition there from Reed to realize that his best decision was to move the ball.
And, Coach, how about Naz Reid, the 2024 Sixth Man of the Year award winner?
Yeah, Brian, sort of unique. We often associate that award with shooting guards, but although he's a big, Reed is more than capable of putting up big numbers, including from long distance. Well, if Porzingis gets within arm's length of the hoop, he's not going to make many mistakes.
Pass to Reed. Not sure why he committed the intentional foul. No purpose.
I think everyone's a little confused, but weird plays happen.
Substitution on the court.
Lays out. Butler on the wing. Jacks up a 3. Buries it from 3. Butler's got 6.
He may not take a lot of threes, but we know Butler is more than capable of knocking him down.
I'll tell you, those finishes are always extra special when they come from your point guard.
Oh, forget about his passing. Can we see more dunking?
Wow, that is an impressive vertical for a point guard. My goodness.
Here's Butler. Denver getting their last shot to go. Pass to Young. 6 on the shot clock. Hits a three-pointer. Give him 8 points now.
Their defense has to do a better job of smothering those shooters.
Inside. Here's Porzingis. Oh, it's Porzingis with the jam.
Big time two-hand slam.
And right on top of the defender, too. That's got to feel good. And he's got his first opportunity at the line here tonight. Young from long range. And again, Miami with a triple.
This team looks to him to score the ball. They feel good when he's taking the shots.
And so it's Michael Malone here calling timeout. I think right now he must be looking at some adjustments. And here's Doncic outside. And no good. Trying to get that one to fall. And we're through the first half of play here in what's been a good one. It's Denver Up one. We'll see you after halftime for the beginning of the third quarter. And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during halftime. And timeout is called by Michael Malone. He wants to make sure everybody's on the same page. Here's Black. Well, Coach, how about the Erik Spoelstra story? Started as a video coordinator with the Heat back in '95. You were an assistant in Miami back then.
Yeah, look, Brian, even then, Erik is one of the rare guys that all of us on the staff knew right from the beginning that he had all the makings of a great coach. Players trusted him and had confidence in his ability to help them.
From the video room to the Hall of Fame one day.
No question.
Young can't hit.
This has been a close game in a lot of ways, but they do have an edge on the boards.
Pass to Brown. Knocks down the triple. Brown's got 5 now.
Well, those go down for him in his sleep.
Here's Black. He got a piece of it. And they'll keep possession. Here's Abdul-Jabbar. Stolen by Young. And here we go, the Heat fast break. McDaniels, that's good.
Yeah, defensively, if you come off someone, Young will find him.
Here's Doncic. Rebound Miami.
That's a defender doing just enough to cause a miss on the layup.
And that misses. That would have put him up.
And with that miss, they're just 1 for 4 to start the third quarter.
Pass to Porzingis. Butler with a steal. And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
With the game on the line, Ice Stray is dangerous man. Young said, I've been owning the moment my whole life. That's what I do. I work too hard to be afraid of the moment. Brian?
Well, Allie, it definitely shows in his play. It's great stuff there. Thank you. And here's Doncic outside. It's hauled in by Garnett. Randall inside. Randall on the screen. Pass to Butler for the lead. The shot won't fall.
He is just so deadly from out there. You expect that to fall.
Here's Black to the inside. Here's Abdul-Jabbar. And the layup is good off the glass. Give him 8. Stan, you coached so many rookies over the years. What are some key things you like to see from a player coming into the league?
Well, look, you've got to have a guy, Brian, that's ready to compete at that level and has to bring that every night. From there, it's just all about learning. There's going to be mistakes, but you want guys who can learn and improve at a consistent rate.
Is it true that defense is the fastest way into the coach's heart?
Well, it's certainly a way to gain confidence, that's for sure.
And here are the Heat now. The Nuggets getting their last shot to go. Ooh, stolen by Westbrook. Wagner, left side. Launches it. Hits the trifecta. And now a 5-point Denver lead.
Look, that's the readiness of Wagner. He's prepared to shoot the moment he catches the ball.
Here's Reed. Oh, plenty of contact on that shot. Officials call the foul, and he'll take 2 free throws now.
The defense there doing whatever they can to protect the rim.
Miami shooting their 4th and 5th shots at the foul line in this game.
Well, the biggest thing Naz Reid brings to your team, spacing. Reid can play the 5 and hit threes. There aren't a lot of guys like him.
Outside Russell.
2 minutes remaining in the third.
Back to Prince.
2 minutes.
To the left side wing. To the paint. Floats one up. And it's Jaquez laying it in. Jaquez has got his first 2 points of the night.
Yeah, he's such a competitive guy. Jaquez Jr. just willing that ball in.
Outside Hunter. To the middle. Knocked loose. Outside Jaquez. A minute 20 left to play in the third. The offensive rebound. Outside Russell. 6 to shoot. Marquez no good. And so it's Westbrook who will bring it up for the Nuggets. They lead by 1. Another shot. Billups with a rebound. Russell with the ball. And it's Hunter picking him up. Outside Russell. And the foul on DeAndre Hunter. That's his first foul.
That's his first personal foul. 13 foul.
The three from Russell. Sinks the tray. Russell's gotten his third basket of the night.
A volume three-point shooter. The coaching staff encourages Russell to fire away.
And the shot is good by Westbrook. And it's Miami's ball. Here's Russell. Here he goes. Goes up and lays it in. Nice and easy. Russell's got 5 points now in the quarter.
Inside the paint, Russell stays so nimble, helping him get such a high percentage look.
Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up. This is his second trip to the free throw line in this one. The first free throw is good. And so Westbrook nails both of them.
When I think of Westbrook, I think of one of the most intense players ever to play the game. A true competitor doing whatever it takes to will his team to a win.
Here's Young. Fearless from Young inside. Here's Westbrook. And he banks in the layup. Westbrook's got 7 points in the game.
When it's this close, every bucket matters. You need good looks.
Here's the three. Oh, he got it up in time, but it wouldn't fall for him. It's all tied in Denver. And we're coming back in just a moment. Get ready for the fourth quarter when we return. Well, what a terrific game it's been so far. With this fourth quarter sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. The Heat on offense. Outside Butler. And Franz Wagner picks up the foul. That's his first foul.
That's his first personal foul. First team foul.
Randall outside. Down low. Here's McDaniels. And he drains it. A solid 5 for 6 now.
Well, smart idea from McDaniels, looking to convert inside.
Doncic feeling it out a bit. Doncic throwing his weight around.
In crunch time, trying to get the foul, the bucket, or both.
Outside Young. To the middle. Here's Randall. And it's Randall with the jam.
Well, Young is so good in that pick and roll. He knows what the defense is going to do and then just sets up his teammate.
Now here's Wagner. Doncic left side. In the paint, Luka!
And their offense tonight is Luka, Luka, and more Luka. When he's on, it's an opponent's worst nightmare.
Pass to Garnett. That one's good, and it's Young with the assist. Garnett's gotten himself on the board with a 3 there.
That's exactly the kind of shooting you need down the stretch to win games.
Now here's Porzingis. McDaniels covering. Outside Young.
That's his second personal foul. Second team foul.
And just about a minute and a half gone by in the fourth. The 3. And again, Miami with a triple.
They've been pretty lax with their perimeter defense, giving up a lot of three-pointers.
There's a screen. From deep, here's Doncic. Offensive rebound. They kick it out to Porzingis. Doncic outside. Three-pointer off the mark.
The perimeter game has failed him thus far. Hit one from range in the first half, but nothing since.
And here's Butler outside. He can't get it to go. Nuggets trail by 6. Here's Brown. Oh, he powers right through the defender for the dunk. Draws the foul, too. And he'll go to the line.
Defensive foul.
That one on Young. All right, guys, what do you think so far about the offensive approach for the Heat?
Well, they've been hitting threes at a high clip, and the defense hasn't done enough to challenge them at the line. They need to close out and run them off the three.
But in addition, I love their passing. I mean, they're buying into that team concept. That's hard to get out of your young guys.
Well, no one wanted to take that more than Butler. He's got the heart of the champion.
Here's Brown from outside, off the mark.
I understand why he took the shot. They need the points, but that's just not a good look.
Just about 3 minutes through the fourth and final quarter here.
2 minutes remaining in the game.
And here's Doncic to the paint. Pass to Abdul-Jabbar. And he dunks it down.
Well, if you came here looking for a scoring battle, I think you made the right choice.
Yeah, and how great have these offenses been for these teams tonight? Just fantastic execution.
This is Jimmy Buckets at his best, rising to a challenge and delivering for his team. Luka! Lethal!
Well, this is what he does. A proven scorer in the clutch.
Fourth quarter of play, and over 3.5 minutes have gone by now. Outside for Randall. Takes the three. Rebounded by Denver.
Love the hustle right there. He earned that rebound.
Porzingis with it. Now guarded by McDaniels. Back to Doncic. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Porzingis. Here's Abdul-Jabbar. Ooh, can't tie it up as that one's no good. And so it's Young with it. He brings it up for the Miami Heat. The lead is 2.
That's what you need your bigs to do. Step up and control the defensive glass. There is absolutely no fear in his eyes. He loves the moment.
Yeah, and I can say from experience, his coach just breathed a huge sigh of relief.
And it goes out of bounds. That one off Porzingis. Left side, Young. The three. Abdul-Jabbar with a rebound.
Yeah, there's no reason for the defense to get out on him right now. Just let him keep taking that shot until he shows them he's going to knock it down.
And an intentional foul right there.
13 foul.
19 seconds left in the fourth quarter here. Outside Young. It's good!
It's very difficult to slow him down defensively, especially when you have communication problems.
And timeout is called by Michael Malone. And a great call on his part. This is the time you want to be in sync right here. All right, thoughts on what coach is going to do here?
More than enough time to get a bucket.
No doubt, but they might have to draw up something that the defense isn't expecting.
Substitution on the court.
9 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And so it's Michael Malone here calling timeout. The pressure is on, and he's got a plan to share with his guys. And looking at the options here, what do you think is being discussed?
They could actually go for a three and win here, but I think they may play it safe and try to send this game to overtime.
Here's Doncic. Here's Black. Oh, the all-or-nothing shot attempt falls offline. So a close game sees Miami taking this one. And this was an emotional win for them.